we have a lot of questions, and they are actually curated in a specific way. And we have like two questions concerning the first milestone we have asked you in the beginning of the webinar. It's called Founding Team Formed. And the first question is from Boyko Budurov, which is CEO of Info11, which is service company. And the question is, what is the roadmap to change from service to product, and what are the stages?
Boyko, nice to meet you. Essentially, I think in the beginning, and probably I'll answer another question as well, the roadmap was, let's deliver features that customers want. How do you find what customers want? Well, I think it was very important for the founder to be the one doing support, because once someone reaches out to you and say, hey, you don't have this or you don't have that, you as a founder can immediately make a decision and say, well, you know what, we will deliver it in 7 days. And by the way, you deliver it in 3 days instead of 7. Customer is super happy. Very, very good experience for them. So we didn't use any models. We didn't kind of like have a very, I would say, precise model of what type of features we would deliver. I think the important thing for the beginning was for us to be able to run as fast as possible. And I can see that actually Julian, who is our CTO now, and he has been dealing with my extraordinary demands for the past 2.5 years, is here. So essentially, we were just killed with feature ideas. You just have to sift through them and making sure that you are able to get and grasp the good ones from the bad ones. Obviously, everything else was just finessing around how you're gonna answer and how you're gonna turn a bad idea that you don't want to build versus the good idea that you want to build. So Boyko, at a very later stage, we started actually having a proper roadmap. And now that we're part of a much larger organization, we're actually learning how to strategically plan for quarters ahead and how those requirements are given from the different stakeholders in the company. So if that's interesting, I can talk about this as well, but I think it's a little bit later stage.
And the second question on this topic is from Ilian, who is from Edentech Web. And how did you transition, CEO, how did you transition from service to product? Did you make any changes to the team? So this is probably something similar, but just asking in order to respect the question
Yeah, sure. So essentially what we did is we found a person who hated the work we were doing for OpenCard. So at this stage, they were so bored with it that they wanted to do anything else, and after we started with the person, I think, obviously it's your job as a CEO to motivate the person, to make sure that you're taking them to the right path, to make sure that it's a venture. It might work, it might not work, but if it works, it's going to be good for all of us. And I believe I was somehow successful in this type of motivation. So again, I think choosing the right person that is versatile, that is ready to get their hands dirty, that is experienced enough to know how to architecturally build software, and being able to be flexible around changing requirements which are coming again from you and not from the customer. If that answers your question.
Thank you for that answer.